What's up, guys? So I kind of wanted to give what is it now? A 3-month kind of emotional update as far as losing weight. I think I'm at a point where I've lost enough weight to where I should do a sort of evaluation of my mental state of how I am and maybe how I was before compared to now. Just to kind of, document and, see how it changes later on. So right now, I would say I'm in I'd say my emotional state, I feel like, is definitely changed from when I began to lose weight. Definitely, like when I was starting to lose weight, when it was January 1st, I was I wouldn't say I was sad or anything. It was just more so just kind of disappointed in myself, especially since it had been I was just in this constant state of losing weight, gaining weight. Like, if you thought not exercising at all and gaining weight was bad, or not exercising at all and gaining weight was bad, imagine how I felt about giving it my all during cardio 4 days out of the week just to gain, and then losing a lot just to gain it all back in the weekend. It was honestly just a constant torture almost. I like to imagine that one Greek mythology story where, I forgot the name of it, where he pulls a boulder up the hill and then the boulder rolls down and then he has to go down, and then, no, I think right before he successfully puts the boulder on top of the hill, completing it, crows pick at his stomach and his organs, making him die. So it rolls back down and then he regenerates and has to go back down and roll it back up. The goal of his whole existence is to get the boulder up the hill, but because of the curse with the crows, and I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but essentially it's like a never-ending torture. It's like he's so close to being done and then you have to restart. And that's how it was for me prior to my weight loss journey starting. And it's sad because it was more disappointing for me, even more so because I had lost weight before. I lost weight when I was wrestling. That was probably the most notable time for my weight loss. I got to about, I'd say 200 something pounds. I was 205, 204 pounds at the time. That was the lowest, and then I gained it all back. So, but as I began, the first month, I was losing weight, but I also was gaining weight too, because I couldn't control my eating, especially when eating desserts, sweets, all that stuff. So it felt like it, but it still felt better. I was going to the gym every day. Instead of pouring all my energy into 4 days a week and then the rest is just more chill, I would now do 5 days a week. So I do 5 days a week, working out every single day, which also gave me something productive to do every day, which, I appreciate. But so it started to improve in that way. I wasn't burning myself out 4 days a week. So I did 3 days just cardio, the rest lifting, with cardio too, but not as intense. And I was able to lift. Before, even, I wasn't lifting, and lifting is something that I do enjoy, that I do find happy, so that also brought me happiness. But ultimately, January was not that good. It was better than December and October, November, but it just wasn't where I wanted to be. And then February, I think, is when things started to change, because February is when I started to go to school. Yeah. So I started to go to school February. January, the whole month of January, I got off from school because there was a snowstorm. So because of the snowstorm, I was just inside at the house all day. So after that whole break, I went to school. So now there are less chances for me to eat, because now I have class, now I have work, which is very important, right? Because the work is what made me not go home. Because remember, at this point, my brain is telling me, oh, being at home is equal weight gain, and it was for a while. I'll get more into that later. But so I had work, I had school, class, I hung out with my friends, and I was just eating less in general. I was just eating less in general because the portions they gave me at, when I ordered, say, lunch, I can't order a lunch and then say, hey, can I get a little more? It's not like a buffet. Like, if you think about it, eating in your house is kind of like a buffet almost. I mean, not really, but like, if you think about it, it is. Because you can always ask your mom or whoever makes you food, or if you make your own food, you can always ask for seconds or make seconds. But when you eat at a certain place, right, especially with my limited meal plan, you can't be asking for more. So that limited the amount of meals I ate. And then guess what? I started to see myself lose weight. And then I was like, huh? So I went from like losing 2 pounds in a month, now from like 219, now I was like a low 215, 214 by March. So I was ecstatic. I was very happy, and then from the end of February, I was like high 210, or no, I think I was like high 210, low 205, and then by April, I'm pretty sure I was like, by April 1st, I was about high 205, low 202, 203, and then, high probably, no, I think it's more so high like 206, 207, low 205, 204, and then that's where I was last summer. That's the weight range I had gotten to at my lowest. So I was back, I was back at that weight. So I was happy. And then emotionally, I'm relatively good. And then, April, which is now, I hit an all-time low a couple of days ago, which is 199. Actually, it was 198 actually on the scale, but then it was fluctuating a lot on the scale, like when I would try again. So let's just say 200, right? And I hadn't hit 200 since probably 2-3 years ago. So I was I'm happy. But if I'm gonna be completely honest, now it's kind of scary. Cause now I have shown that I can actually lose weight. And now that I've proved to myself that I can lose weight, I've documented everything, right? It's not a joke. It's not like, oh, the scale is wrong. No, I lost the weight. I didn't lose all of it, not yet, right? Really, I want to be safe under 200, but soon that's gonna happen. So, now I'm just scared I'm gonna mess it up. And then these last 2 days haven't been the best. It's been kind of like a holiday. I had Easter 2 weeks ago, and I had Ethiopian Easter, so my Easter after that. after that Easter, I had, what else did I have? After that Easter, I had also yesterday my mom's birthday, which had involved me eating cake. So, oh, there's parking. So now, because of the holidays and stuff, and I had thought, even honestly, I didn't even need to eat cake yesterday, to be honest, but I just wanted to. So now I'm kind of in a almost like kind of like scared. I'm like, uh-oh, am I gonna like start eating? Like, I thought that I could have sweets in the house and be okay, but I'm not gonna lie, that's not the case. And that's good to know, though. That's good to know. That means, I know now that if there's ever sweet in the house or any place that I am that has a sweet, that I need to, maybe distance myself from it and, just make sure that, I'm not near it. Especially, it shouldn't be the same place I'm sleeping, 100%, So, yeah, as far as my emotional state now, I honestly just feel, because of the last couple of days, like, I haven't really been sleeping well. I haven't been eating well. But, honestly, I feel like this is needed. Because I feel like just having this, drop, because if it kept going good, when everything starts to go your way and then you start to think, hey, when's the canon event gonna happen? Canon event, like, when's the bad thing gonna happen? Like, when, like, what, like, where is it? Because you think, okay, it can't be this good for a long time. There's always something that happens. And I think this is the something. So I'm glad it was this, if anything, because this wasn't that bad. I didn't, even after eating the cake yesterday, that just decreased the amount I would have lost. So I just lost 0.1 pounds instead of probably 0.5 or 0.4, which is still bad in itself, but, not as terrible. And yeah, so right now, I've just kind of mentally decided that I need to do everything I can to lose weight. So that means I'm done drinking juice. Like, juice, even if it's low, 0 calorie, I'm done with that. I'm incorporating ab workouts into what I do every day before sleep, because I know I do the push-ups, right? I do the push-ups, but now I want to incorporate that too. If I have time and I have the energy, actually maybe not like when I have Stairmaster and cardio day the next day, but if it's just a weightlifting day, then maybe I'll do more. Yeah, especially then, during cardio days where I have to do Stairmaster and bike, I don't really want to do too much cardio outside of that, because I know I have to wake up early and do intense cardio for over an hour straight, which is gonna make me tired for the actual cardio. So I really want to, outside of that, so that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I want to do cardio. I really want to do more cardio, and just incorporate more things like that have cardio into my life. I don't think I need to change really anything about eating. I don't think it matters too much. I just need to switch juice to water. I need to get used to drinking water more. And I've realized, and this is where the bad thing comes, I've kind of realized that eating or drinking juice has made me drink less water. I've been drinking less water because I prefer juice now, and that's not good, And it's not juice hey, let me blend up some grapes and oranges. No, it's juice in that it's artificial. Even if it's 0, even if it's 20 calorie, whatever, I do know I need to drink water, So I think I'm gonna do that. And honestly, while I have the time, I need to stay in my dorm, especially on the weekdays. I have all summer for my family to drive me crazy and be with my family. So right now, I think the best option is stay in the dorm, because I know I say I can lose weight even when I'm not in my house, but realistically, I am eating less when I'm in the dorm. I am moving more when I'm in the dorm. And honestly, mentally, I'm just kind of better when I'm in my dorm. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like everybody just needs some sort of break from their family, just some sort of break, just from like people who care about you in general, if that makes sense. I don't know. Like, I feel like you shouldn't always have people who care about you so much around you just so you can get like some independence, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously God is always in my heart. That's someone who cares about me, who's always with me. But I'm talking about like more in the like physical sense, like your physical family. Yeah. Anyways, let me not waste any more of my time. I gotta go to my psych class. I gotta study for my exam today. I just wanted to make I guess I'm gonna name the video, now that I think about it, 3-month weight loss update. Because I never got to make the first and second one. The first I didn't make because I didn't lose any weight and I was ashamed to upload. The second one I didn't do because I think I just didn't want to jinx it. Plus I was kind of lazy. So yeah, I guess I'm uploading it now. Although I guess it's 3 months and a half, but yeah. Anyways, I appreciate everybody who's been on the journey with me. I do know there's the same people who keep watching me grow, and I hope you're growing alongside me. If you have any questions for me, or if you have any advice, please drop it in the comments. And yeah, appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Peace. God bless.